Have you ever felt like you're working really hard on your English, but you're still stuck? The same errors, the same level. Ah, so annoying. I see this a lot with the people I coach in English learning. And the honest truth is, they are actually improving, but they don't see it. It's not because nothing is changing, it's because the changes are small and quiet. We are trained to look for big evidence, like passing an exam or moving up one level, or we want to speak like a native speaker and never make a mistake. But the real world, progress is different. Maybe today you joined a meeting and you didn't panic so much, or you shared an opinion without overthinking every single word for 10 minutes before you spoke. They don't feel like big wins, and we tend to ignore them. But these quiet moments are the bricks that build your house of confidence. And today I want to show you a little trick on how to find the evidence of this growth that you're currently missing. And it will really be a breakthrough for you. Trust me. So I'm Audrey, and I created the English Social Club because I'm passionate about helping adults who sometimes feel small in English. I help them feel more realized and feel natural in English. So maybe English for you can still feel frustrating like when you were a child, and you failed the exam. But, you don't want to feel like this with English. You want to move past this idea of failure or success and failure and not think of English as a subject to pass or fail, and just do the exercises and think it will all be okay. Because actually, English isn't about that. It's about connection and travel. And I really want to help you find your English voice, something that feels good and it makes you curious and adventurous in English. So, why do we feel stuck? Why is it so easy to think nothing is happening? At the intermediate level, progress can feel invisible. When you were a beginner, every new word felt like big progress. But now the gains are a little bit slower and you can feel stuck, especially when you compare yourself to like a perfect version of an English speaker. And this is the trap. It creates a failure mentality. There's a voice in your head that criticizes yourself for the mistakes you make. You can't believe you forgot the word for receipt. You focus on those failures when actually you've been speaking in English for 20-minute conversation. But our brain looks at the negatives. So when we stop looking at our mistakes and start looking at the positives, we can really have a breakthrough. So I have an exercise for you to try. It's called the 5-minute can list. So what you're going to do is sit down with a piece of paper and think about your can list. What can you do today that was impossible for you 1 year ago? Maybe even 6 months ago, depending. So let's have a look at some examples that it could be. Maybe it could be, can you follow a YouTube video like this one and understand the main idea where before it was just too fast for you? Or can you go to a hotel when you travel and get what you need? Maybe you're nervous, but you can do it. Can you send an email or a message with just out overthinking about it or checking a translator? Or maybe even, if you're lucky, understand a joke or like a comment on social media without translating it. So these are your real certificates in English. These are the proofs that you are moving forward. Try to find 10 little wins on paper. It might be hard for your brain because you think of all the mistakes, but try to focus on positive, small wins. So to keep this progress, you have to go beyond the old school mentality of pass and fail. Okay, if you just do grammar or repeated like Duolingo, yes, correct, incorrect, you're going to be in this trap of just thinking of pass and fail, correct or incorrect. And we want to look at English as a natural communication tool for connection. That's why in my social club, we use story-based learning because we try to make a connection with stories, listen to characters, make English alive and interesting for our brains, not just exercise upon exercise. So in the notes, you can find a story learning guide. You can try out this method and see how you can get a bit of a breakthrough in looking at the way to study your English. But before I go, I want to celebrate you. Tell me in the comments what is one small thing that you can do today in English that felt impossible a year ago. It doesn't have to be big. Maybe you understood a song, or maybe you just didn't apologize for your English. Like, sorry about my English, which is very common error. Don't do it, please. But just remember, with English, we want to focus on connection and enjoy the journey. So that's what we're here for as English adult learners.